informant tells them, and then they come and take your gold, and you go, here's my receipts. I bought this gold with after-tax money. And they go, oh, you got to prove that. The government is out of control. Do you understand that? It's turning into a third world country, or worse. Hugo Chavez didn't do stuff like this, and he was bad. It's outrageous, and it just goes on, and they put it in the New York Times and admit it's horrible, but no one gets in trouble. And everybody's scared. That only encourages this. Meanwhile, the illegal aliens are above the law. Actually above the law. We have a source inside the military base, high level, where U.S. troops are reportedly being quarantined, being watched for Ebola, that have just been in West Africa battling Ebola. We are investigating right now. We have breaking news coming up. Just going to throw that out there. It might be at the end of the show, might be earlier, might be tomorrow, but we're on it right now with SSG Joe Biggs and all of his amazing sources. That's why we've got Joe in here. He's got a lot of great sources, and he's willing to get in there, get shot with rubber bullets, go down to the border, get the job done. That's what I like. They say folks don't want to hire veterans for whatever reason. All the veterans I got working here are some of the only people that do exactly what I tell them when I tell them. I just say, go do this, Weldon. He goes and does it because you're in the Air Force. Or Joe Biggs, go do this, and he goes and does it. It's very refreshing. I got great crew. This crew does exactly what we want because they do a fabulous job in here every day. It's just that military mindset of getting the job done is amazing. But I digress. GMOs may be to blame for spike in kids suffering from inflammatory bowel disease. I'm going to cover that. It's very important. And it ties into a major biotech firm facing legal blitz over genetically modified corn. CDC finally admits that Ebola can float through the air 3 feet. Frontline healthcare workers must protect themselves from aerosol transmission. Well, we don't need the CDC to tell us this. It was kind of like 6-7 years ago, Perino, the press secretary, was being asked, is there inflation? Is that why oil prices are up? She said, well, I'm not going to comment on that, as if we need to know from her whether there was oil inflation because of a devalued dollar at the time. Is it daytime outside, Perino? Can I wipe my hind end now, Perino? Is it wrong the IRS is taking people's bank accounts for absolutely no reason and admitting it? Is child molestation wrong? Is robbing banks wrong? Is robbing old ladies wrong? We already have a conscience. We know what's right and wrong. We can't let them define reality anymore. So that's all coming up. I'm going to do my daily ritual here. I forgot to do this morning. So I'm going to double down, if you're a TV viewer, with the secret sauce that won't be here for another week or two. A little squirt of that. Survival Shield X2 Nascent Iodine. Nice, healthy dose of that. Silver Bullet from InfoWarsLife.com. 30 parts per million. I don't usually take this every day, but with all the stuff going on in the season that's here, I take it many times a day, 3 times a day. Fluoride Shield, chelating not just fluoride, but other heavy metals, supercharging the body's defenses and capacity to defend itself. And then the Super Male Vitality for clarity, energy, and a healthy dose of Popeye-like libido. Strong to the finish, because I eats my spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. What was his nemesis name? Bluto? I will gladly pay you Tuesday. Was that Wimpy? He always wants hamburgers? I forget his name. The point is that I'm strong to the finish because I take 6 capsules a day. This may be too much for some people because it is certified, patented to regrow nerves. And so if you've got old injuries and stuff or areas that have gone numb, like my torn Achilles started coming back personally when I started taking DNA Force with the CoQ10, the BioPQQ, and so many other things in nutraceutical organic levels that nobody else can counter. Other formulas that aren't even as strong are 2 to 4 times the price of DNA Force. It is a game changer. InfoWarsLife.com, and your purchase of Survival Shield X2 Nascent Iodine, that I believe is just as important as colloidal silver, when it comes to the type of things we're facing right now. The Silver Bullet, all of it. The lung cleanse. Oh, I need to do the lung cleanse. Here it is. Lung cleanse has a whole bunch of essential oils and things in it. InfoWarsLife.com. I'm not going to go over all the things it's got in it. Go to InfoWarsLife.com and read about it. But it is thick and oily. It's not just some mist with some menthol in it. 3 times in the mouth. And then suck in. Then I take my DNA Force, just got to make a ritual out of it. I've never been a vitamin guy until I got into these, and it's changing my life. People can see my skin looks better. I'm losing weight. InfoWarsLife.com. Or InfoWarsStore.com will get you to the big major site with all the subdivisions like InfoWarsStore.com, InfoWarsLife.com, InfoWarsHealth.com, Made in U.S., Made in 1776.com, Made in America, Patriot, Molon Labe apparel. And your purchase supports the entire transmission. We have the new camo, long-sleeve Molon Labe shirts that are becoming a bestseller, ball caps and more, perfect in time for Christmas. I know that's politically incorrect. Christmas, 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 Christmas. Rachel Maddow doesn't like it. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas.
Silver has always been nature's very own antibiotic, and only one system allows you to generate an endless supply of natural silver solutions. SilverLungs.com. You'll find no wild claims or pseudoscience, just a lifetime of nano-sized pure silver solutions. The Silver Lungs generator allows you to make your own, so stop paying for silver solutions. The unique lung delivery system targets respiratory infections where other silver solutions simply cannot reach. See the Silver Lungs generator and lung delivery system at SilverLungs.com. That's SilverLungs.com.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Block-It Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Big business has discovered the preparedness market, and that makes it difficult to know where to go and who to trust. MyPatriotSupply.com is owned and operated by patriots just like you, has the best prices on storable food, non-GMO seeds, water filtration devices, home canning equipment, survival and self-reliance books, and more. MyPatriotSupply.com has old-fashioned values and the absolute best customer service in the industry. Look for the deal of the day, unique, affordable survival supplies that fit anyone's budget. Get same-day shipping on all orders and free shipping on orders over $49. Call 866-229-0927, 866-229-0927, or visit MyPatriotSupply.com for emergency preparedness, self-reliance, and food independence. Shop with a name you know and a name you can trust. Before it's time to survive, it's time to prepare. MyPatriotSupply.com.
In today's unstable environment, self-protection is critical. Civil unrest, riots, looting, it's happening now right here in the United States, and your rights are at risk. If passed, H.R. 5344 would ban Level 3 and above body armor. Kady Armor is standing up for you. We offer the most affordable Level 3 body armor on the market. Kady Level 3 armor withstands pistol and rifle hits up to 7.62 NATO. Get yours at KadyArmor.com. That's CATI Armor.com. Kady Armor. Come and take it.
You know about RVs, you've heard about bunkers, but surviving is not recreation, and man wasn't made to live underground. Introducing Survivalist Camps, the ultimate fully functional off-the-grid survival bug-out house that's mobile, well-equipped, and custom-built to outlast any other RV or trailer. Go to survivalistcamps.com to learn more. That's survivalistcamps.com, providing your basic needs to survive. Survivalistcamps.com.
By the way, just a note on InfoWarsLife.com and the Survival Shield Nascent Iodine X2 from the Deep Earth Crystal Source that nobody else has. That's just supercharged my body, my energy, everything. It's that missing link that the system doesn't want people to know about. Clearly, at the current rate, we're going to sell out of it very, very quickly. And we've got a 10-week lead time on getting it in. We have put in another order. But it's got to be manufactured in the laboratory. It's a deadly gas. The form that we have from Pure Crystals, it turns into a gas and it has to be done basically by people in spacesuits that produce it. We're showing video of it in a Petri dish right now being heated up, a tiny crystal. So again, other iodine does not come from this pure deep earth source. It comes out of seaweed. It is chemically extracted, so there's byproducts. This is the only iodine like it. It is the best like it. InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139. And I'm just saying that because Weldon just walked in and told me we're selling out quicker than we thought. We had tried to... Notice we haven't sold out of this in about 6 months. We used to always sell out. We finally bought a ton of it. And it had to, of course, get more, jump through all the DEA hoops and the rest of it, and get the crystals. And then now we're busy trying to get it manufactured again. So you better order your Survival Shield X2. It's a great gift for friends and family. You name it, InfoWarsLife.com. But be sure and consult your healthcare provider or physician before using it because you will go through a detox within 2 to 3 weeks. It's not a game. It's not a joke. And what it's done for my skin and everything else is just off the chart. And iodine has changed my life. And so as I got into iodine the last 3 years, I became an expert and I innovated. And we... now I've brought you original Survival Shield. That's excellent, but Survival Shield X2 is just off the chart. We have plenty of original Survival Shield, but it may be all you can get if it sells out. So that's the way this goes. InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139. I'm going to stop plugging right there. We do have Steve Quayle coming on, right? That's a Roger confirmed? So I know there was some debate. I wanted to get him on for 2 hours, but we already had another guest set up, so we had been debating whether we'd move Steve Quayle. He is 100% set up. He's going to be back on Thursday for a part 2. Good. Okay. Here's the headline. CNS News, suspect in killing of deputies was twice deported. It's not that I hate the illegals, period. A lot of them are hardworking, good people. It's that they're above the law, and if a sheriff or police department reports that they're felons, this is in the news, the Democratic Party comes after you. Why does the Democratic Party want illegals to be godlike? Above the law, and then every criminal running from justice worldwide comes to the United States. But it's an unwritten rule. If you're a criminal from Africa or Europe, they actually report it. It's like a Hispanic mafia, but it's not even a Hispanic mafia. Hispanics don't want criminals running rampant on the streets. I've seen no numbers showing that. Why do the Democratic Party and the Republicans aiding and abetting them want unlimited criminal illegals with huge felony records not being deported using any fake name they want, robbing and stealing and home invading in Chicago and in Detroit and in New York? If you look up the crime waves, there's always been the black on black is the baseline crime wave, killing each other. It's terrible, but that's what's going on. It's like Charles Barkley came out and said, why are black folks the only people on average that think having a prison record gives you street cred? That needs to change. He put out statements and was attacked for it. But that does go on with the whole gangster culture being pushed by MTV. But separately, you've got Latin America emptying out all its criminals. Kind of like Fidel sent all his criminals over in the Cuban boat lift. It's not that Cubans are criminals. On average, it's that was a couple 100,000 criminals out of jails. And that's what Latin America does, is use the United States like a giant toilet to dump all the criminals. And they're just running around robbing, killing, molesting, drunk driving. I am sick of it. Something has to be done. It's like the political correctness. We can't stop flights out of Africa because it'd be racist.
Visit GCNlive.com today.
Another major health threat, this one in Toledo, Ohio, where everybody in the entire city has been told not to drink the water.
Ohio's governor declaring a state of emergency.
Did you know that the average person uses about 80 to 100 gallons of water at home every single day? If there's a water emergency, will you be prepared?
Panicked residents forming long lines throughout the day.
We're here at a supermarket in Toledo. You can see the shelves empty where water once was.
To stay safe and healthy during a crisis, you must must have access to safe, clean water. Water which will not be available at your local grocery store.
There's a mad dash on right now to stock up on supplies.
The ProPure Pro 1 G2.0 water filtration system is a must-have for every modern, independently minded household. Protect your family's safety during an emergency. Go to InfoWarsStore.com today to purchase your ProPure Pro 1 G2.0 water filtration system or call 1-888-253-3139.